Have you ever seen an old tower and felt like it wasn't meant to be climbed? Like it was built for watching, not for living? In Vermont, there's a place tied to exactly that feeling, an eerie relic connected to one of the state's most famous mental health institutions. It's known in local legend as the Brattleboro Retreat Tower, and the story people tell about it is the kind that doesn't just try to scare you, it tries to stick to you. The Brattleboro Retreat was established in the 1800s as a psychiatric hospital, part of that era's attempt to create humane retreats for the mentally ill. But like many institutions of the time, the reality often drifted far from the ideal, and the buildings themselves became symbols of isolation, confinement, and quiet despair. Somewhere in the late 1800s, the story goes, a tall tower was built as part of the complex. Whether it was for observation, ventilation, architecture, or simply to make the institution look grand, the tower rose above the surrounding grounds like a finger pointing into the sky. And then the deaths began. According to the urban legend, patients found their way up to the top and threw themselves off one after another until staff finally closed the tower off entirely. Locked doors, restricted access, a place that no longer served the living. But the tower remained, and as decades passed, the story changed shape as all good hauntings do. People began claiming that if you went near the tower, especially at dusk or in the dead, quiet hours at night, you could feel something wrong in the air, like a pressure behind your eyes, a heaviness that wasn't weather. Then came the sightings. Not a single ghost wandering the grounds, but a repeated moment, a loop. Visitors said they saw silhouettes at the top figures, stepping into the open, pausing, and then falling. Over and over, not like a haunting with intent, but like a memory trapped in the building, like an old film reel that can't stop playing. Some people described hearing a rush of wind when there wasn't any. Others claimed they heard screams cut short or soft sobbing drifting down from above. A few said they saw the figures drop and then vanish before they should have hit the ground, as if the tower was replaying the act, but not the aftermath. And that detail is what makes the legend so unsettling, because it suggests the tower isn't haunted by a spirit trying to communicate. It's haunted by an event. A tragedy recorded into stone, repeating itself like the place doesn't know how to move on. That's why the tower gets treated like a dare spot, because legends like this always do. The harder a place is to access, the more it attracts thrill seekers who want to prove the story wrong. But the folklore has a warning built into it. Don't go looking. Because the people who believe in the Brattleboro Retreat Tower legend say that if you watch the fall, if you stay long enough to see it happen, you might start feeling the pull yourself. Not a hand grabbing you, not a voice calling you, just the strange, quiet thought sliding into your mind like it belongs there. Step closer. Look down, just for a second. And that's the real horror of the story, not that ghosts fall forever, but that the tower might make you understand, just for a moment, why they did.